Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Welcome back to English TV Live, wherever you are watching, whatever part of the world you're watching in, and also whatever platform you're on. Whether you are in our private community, on YouTube, on Facebook, it is good to be here with you today. And today, we're going to talk about moving and about the things that we own and about which of those things are really essential. What things do we actually need? As you can see, if you've been, if you're one of our private members, you'll recognize this new background. And if you're a really old private member, maybe you'll recognize it from long ago. It's not too unfamiliar to you. This is my mom's couch behind me. I am streaming live from my mom's house in Calgary, where I will be staying for the next few days. And I'm moving into a new apartment on Monday. So thought that given all of that information and given this time in my life, I thought it would be interesting to talk about moving and about the objects we own in particular. That's what I want to talk about today. So I'm going to teach you some new expressions, some good ones to use in English to sound more natural that have to do with our relationship with the things that we own. And I also have some questions that I'm really interested to know your opinion about. All right. Lloyd is in the comments in our private community. He's saying, "Who's got that Friday feeling?" I certainly do. I've got my coffee here, a new mug. Again, some of you may have recognized this mug from before, my mother's old mug. And I'll have a new background, probably not on Monday. I think right after my live stream next Monday, I'm going to be moving to my new place. So you'll see me once more on Monday at this place. That's the plan as of right now, at least. Let me say hello to everyone watching. Fatima, Ijamal, Lisa, Lloyd, of course, like I said, is in the comments. Eugenia, Hannah's here. Grace, Victor, Chicho, Lisa, Olga, Victoria. Snow is watching too. What's up, everyone? Larissa. Very cool. And hello to everyone else watching on YouTube. I can't see any of your comments right now. On our public Facebook page, hello to everyone watching. Happy Friday to everyone. Quickly, before we get into today's lesson, I wanted to just let you know that we have a new podcast available. Now, some of you have already listened to it, I know, but for those of you who haven't, for those of you who didn't even know that we have a podcast, we do. The English TV Live podcast, and the newest episode is available to download. This episode is part of my advanced English vocabulary series, so that's why the letter O is on the screen. We're on the letter O today. And I spoke with Vanessa from Speak English with Vanessa. Some of you probably know her. She's quite popular on YouTube. And we had a conversation where we looked at 5 advanced words that you can learn. Head to EnglishTVLive.com/podcast. Check it out. It's a really fun episode. People have really liked it so far. Tell your friends about it too, if you have friends that want to learn 5 advanced words that start with the letter O, and a bunch of other things too. We've released quite a few podcast episodes now. I believe this is episode number 38. So let's get into it. Like I said, today I want to talk about moving. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have to move houses, or move to a new city, or move to a new country, it's one of those times in life that, for me at least, it kind of pulls you out of your routine and really makes you reflect on how you've spent your time in the past, on what you're going to be doing in the near future. It's one of those times, and I feel the same way kind of around New Year's, maybe around special holidays, whatever it is. One of those times that makes you think about how you're spending your time, and in particular, when it comes to moving, about what things you have in your life. I was packing up my room and cleaning my house the past few days, and always this happens whenever I move. I'll look at some of the things that I own and I'll think to myself, I should definitely keep this with some things, and I should definitely get rid of a few other things. It's amazing just how many stupid little papers I have around that I don't need to ever have around, that you can just throw out right away. I'm curious to know if it's the same for you guys, but I wanted to teach you a phrasal verb that we can use in this instance, okay? So it's a simple phrasal verb, and it is to part with something. Now, we always use this to talk about objects. to part with an object. You can see this little image that I have on the bottom here. Perhaps that's not the greatest image, but I think it represents well what this phrasal verb means, to part with something. You take a part of something and you leave it behind. Now, we talk about this, like I said, entirely in relation to the objects that we own. So you can part with a shirt that you own. To part with a shirt means to leave a shirt, to throw it away, to get rid of it. To part with a shirt. Maybe you've been wearing that shirt for too long and your partner will say to you, you know, I think you should really part with that shirt. I think it's time to part with that shirt. You may also hear people talking about parting with cash. Imagine you're going to buy something that's really expensive and your friend says to you, you know, you're going to have to part with a lot of cash in order to buy that. So again, you have an object here. And you are getting rid of it, in this case the cash. Being informed that my video is stuttering quite a bit. I apologize if that is the case. The internet at my mom's place is a little bit sketchy, perhaps. My computer's not used to it. I hope the audio is okay, at least. I hope that you can hear me. So to part with something. That's one way of saying it. Now sometimes, of course, and this is going to lead me to my question for you, sometimes, of course, it's difficult to part with the items that we have. Why is that? Well, sometimes it's difficult to part with the things we own because the things we own have sentimental value. This is the next phrase that I wanted to teach you, sentimental value. If something has sentimental value, what does that mean? I want you to look at the word sentimental here. And in that word is the word sentiment. Sentiment just means feeling. Sentiment means feeling. And if something has sentimental value, what that means is you associate that thing with some kind of memory. You associate that thing with some kind of strong emotion. It makes you feel a certain way. Okay? And you know, what's funny is whenever I come back to my mom's place, she has tons of items around the house that have lots of sentimental value. Look at this little box right here. It's kind of close to the camera, but this box, it's just kind of it just looks like a box, right? It's nothing special about it. It's just a stupid little box. But I came and I saw it at my mom's place, and this is a box that I actually made in high school. So this box has sentimental value. It's more than just a box. It's more than its material worth. It has sentimental value. This little, my mom's place is littered with all of these little items that I made, that my brother made, that my sister made, and pictures from the past. All of the items in my mom's place have a lot of sentimental value, and she actually has quite a bit of, well, it's quite hard for her to part with many of the items that she has when she moves because of the sentimental value. This other little fish here, like if I was just trying to make my house look beautiful, I would probably not put this fish here. It's pretty ugly. It's a pretty ugly fish. But of course, one of us painted it when we were young. I think it was, oh no, it was me. My name's on it. So it was me who painted this ugly fish. But I'm sure my brother and sister have other items like this around the house too. So it's not the prettiest fish, but it has sentimental value. It's difficult to part with. You can also part ways with things too, but I'm curious to know actually, Lloyd, if you're in the comments, maybe, I feel like you part ways more with people than things. So you can part ways with someone, it's the same idea, you're going a different way. You're no longer with that person, so you part ways. All right, my question for you, before we head over to the private community inside of English TV Live, the question of the day has to do with the things that you own in your life that have sentimental value. Okay, so I want you to answer this question in the comments. Please let me know. I'm always interested in hearing about the things that I feel like everyone has those things in their life, those certain like strange possessions that have a lot of sentimental value that no one else would know about. So please tell me about one thing that you own in the comments that has a lot of sentimental value. Maybe something that no one else would really care about, but it means a lot to you. Okay? And that is the question of the day. I'll see you soon in the private community. Bye bye, everyone. Enjoy your Friday. If you're a private member, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.